What's up, football fans? Back at it, Dago Sports Show for the JUCO football rundown. We're here with San Diego Mesa College Olympian wide receiver Aleonte Logan. You've been starting the season off on fire, young man. 2 weeks ago, in the first game of the season, the first opening kickoff, you took it to the house for a touchdown. And then last week against Mount Sac, first play of the game, 82-yard touchdown from Reggie Johnson, the quarterback. I mean, to start both games off with Tubbs, I mean, what does that feel like? Because I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody two straight games setting the tone like that.
Honestly, getting in the end zone, it's just a regular thing for me. So like that was nothing. But the game opener, on the other hand, that's a whole nother thing because I'm setting
Right.
up the whole momentum for the whole game for the team. And like it's just honestly a good feeling because once I hit that sideline, I feel like everybody's hyped up and we ready to play the next 60 minutes of the game still. Because I still
Right.
scored on the first. Yes, sir.
Well, and that was you started the season off like that. That was
Yes,
the
sir.
first play of the season, and
Yep,
you took
first
it to
play of
the
the
house.
season. Yep.
Well,
90.
let's talk. Walk us through that. I mean, we're going to talk about the Mount Sac game, but I got you on, and that was such an epic play to start the season.
Yes,
So
sir.
walk us through that. You know, all the off season, the training, the weight room, this and
Yes, sir.
that, and
Yes, sir.
then boom, you lace him up, you clean, you fresh, you feeling good, looking good.
Yes, sir. So
Opening kickoff.
I
Go
would
ahead.
say it started during the spring.
Hmm.
That's when like me, Reggie, and everyone all came together and we started grinding. That's when the grinding started. Through spring and summer, we were still grinding, kept our dedication, our mental preparation, and our physical preparation in the weight room. And the season came by quick.
Right.
It was unexpected. I didn't think it was gonna come by this quick. And first game, I was a little nervous still, but I had to go out there and do my thing.
Hmm.
Kickoff, I'm reading the kick. We have a play for the kickoff return. Find the hole, I hit it, and then I'm not gonna lie, I'm smiling on the way to the end zone.
That is
Yeah,
awesome. Well,
yes,
congrats
sir.
on setting the tone for the season for the Olympians. So I know it's a tough loss, 3-point loss on the road against a tough Mount Sac team last
Yeah,
week. You hit for 4 catches, 131 yards, and a tub. So the first play of the game, 83 yards to the house. Walk us through that play.
man. So on kickoff return, I didn't get the kickoff. They didn't kick it to me, so I went back on offense, and I had to start it off again. Me and
Right.
Reggie, I looked at Reggie. I was like, "Hey, you gotta throw it to me, man." He
Yeah.
threw it, caught it, man, and then I'm in the end zone next thing, and we hype again. I thought
Right.
we were gonna come out with that game with a dub, but because I set it off with that touchdown, so I thought we
Hmm.
were gonna keep on excelling from that first play. But I mean, we just left a lot of major critical errors on the field, and we left money on the table, man, with
Right.
penalties and everything like that.
I'm a big fan of win or learn as a motto.
Oh,
So,
yes,
what do you
sir.
think you learn, individually and collectively as a team? What did you learn from that game? Because again, Mount Sac is always year in
Yes,
and year
sir.
out is always a tough squad, and you were on the road. So, what if you didn't win, you learned. So, what was a learning thing you and your team got from that tough 3-point loss?
So me personally, what I learned about myself is that I'm actually like better than what I think I am, which is actually a good thing because I didn't think I was really at like a top level, but
Mhm.
after that first play, like I really think I could go somewhere with that kind of play. And as a team, I just feel like we got to learn how to not make these minor mistakes and we got to just come together as a team. And then this is just how we learn and bounce back this week. So, I
Okay.
mean, it's all about that bounce back and we just learn how to stop making all the penalties and things like that.
Okay, and you guys got to hit the, I think, the home game against Citrus College. They're 1-1, as well as you guys are 1-1. What's some of I think you touched on a little bit of preparation. So for you, it's Friday, game is tomorrow.
Yes,
So
sir.
how was the week of practice coming off a tough loss, getting ready for this home game? What's the week of practice been like for the Olympians?
So the week of practice this week, I mean, we've been fired up because like we're all mad that we had lost, so we're just ready to bounce back. I mean, the team from last week ain't gonna be the same team in week 10. We're gonna be
Right.
a whole different team in the next few weeks. So I mean, I feel like we're ready. During practice we go through like base down plays, like game scenario plays. So I mean, I feel like we're very prepared for this next upcoming game, and we've been mentally focused during practice. So I think this next game should be a very good one for us.
Okay. And let's touch on the culture there at Mesa College. How do you on and off the field? How do you guys build that chemistry with your teammates on and off the field at
Oh,
Mesa?
Oh, yes, sir. So, I mean, of course, we see each other at school and football, but I mean, my receiver room, like in regardless to the receiver room, we sometimes go out, we hang out after practice, like at the park or something, to just talk, play around with the football still, because that's still in our genes. So we
Right.
gotta have that football around, and
Okay.
I mean, we're just building a closer bond with each other. So when we're out there on that field, I could protect them.
Okay. And which one of your teammates or group of teammates deserve more recognition that don't get it? Because I always mention that the skill players are always going to get the
Oh.
shine, but who on your team deserves more recognition that doesn't get it?
Yeah, okay. So I know you said the skilled players get more recognition, but I don't think they get it enough.
Okay.
Jay Porter from my receiver room and Troy Bassler. They
Those are the
they
two.
they are dogs. They are dogs, man.
Okay.
I love
So
them.
those are the ones there. Those are the ones that deserve more recognition. I love how
Yes,
you
sir.
shouted
Yes,
them
sir.
out. And one thing, like what about Mesa College made you select them to play for the Olympians for JUCO football?
So when I had went to a 4-year first, and then I
Okay.
had came into contact with one of the defensive coaches there, and when I transferred out of my 4 year, they were the only connection I had, so I trusted that process, and I went to SD Mesa College, and I trusted the process, and now look where we're at. We're doing big
There.
things.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Well, you got a
sir.
big game coming up. 1-1 Olympians versus the 1-1 Citrus College. Before we in this, I always like to keep it light and fun. So just let the people know what's one thing or one or two things that people wouldn't normally think about Aleonte Logan, like that you
Um,
do or a guilty pleasure, something off the cuff that
yeah,
I didn't know he did this or I didn't know he liked that. Everyone has their own
yeah,
little quirks, but what's something
yeah.
you want to share with the people watching?
So I played football in school, and of course, I'm always playing the video games.
Okay.
So, like on my free time, I'm always playing the game because it's at home. So I get to go home. I could do some rehab at home. Then I could just hop on the game with my teammates. I can hop on the
Okay.
game with the teammates, bond with them as well on the game, and it's just a fun thing for me to do when I have free time.
Okay.
And I think one thing that a lot of people don't know about me is like I'm an open-minded person and like a kind kid or a kind young adult. So like
Right.
and so like I'm very approachable or I can approach anyone. So like if anyone wants a conversation, you could come up to me anytime and talk to me.
Right on. Well, it's a great answer, young man. I really appreciate your time. Best of luck tomorrow. Best of luck the rest of the season. I know that we'll be running into you again throughout the season here at the JUCO Football
Yes,
Rundown,
sir.
showing love to JUCO football in San Diego. You guys work hard and definitely deserve the shine. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the wide receiver for Mesa College Olympians, Aleonte Logan. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Thank you for your
Yes,
time, young
sir.
man. All right, we'll stay in
Thank you
touch.
for this opportunity, sir.
Yeah, you deserved it, young man. Great job.